It's Paul Joseph Watson with Infowars.com, and you recall a few months ago we had the reports of strange, mysterious booms plaguing 3 different Wisconsin towns. Well, they're back. Now, of course, in April, when this first happened, the USGS came out and tried to explain it by saying it was caused by a swarm